In this bulletin, the CEO of ADRA resigns so that he can spend more time with his family. The popular Atkins diet gets a vegetarian makeover, and 1,000 blankets are being made by Queenslanders for Kenyan mothers. This is InFocus News. Hello, I'm David Gibbons. The Chief Executive Officer of the Adventist Development and Relief Agency Australia, as well as the Executive Director of ADRA South Pacific, has resigned so that he can spend more time with his young family.
My work with ADRA requires extensive international and national travel, and while I've been able to minimise this to some extent, I now wish to spend more time with my family, my wife and children.
Mr Jack joined ADRA in July 2004. Under his leadership, ADRA Australia became an incorporated entity and achieved full accreditation again with AusAid. He also organised significant government funding for projects in Africa, Cambodia and Papua New Guinea, and commenced a resilience program for students in Australian high schools. Mr Jack will continue working for ADRA until the 16th of May. Results of a new US study have found that vegetarian Seventh-day Adventists have a body mass index that's 5 points lower than that of the general population. And at the same time, a new eating plan has just been presented to nutritionists and healthcare professionals in Loma Linda, California. The popular Atkins diet, which was developed more than 20 years ago, relied upon eating a lot of meat to lose weight. But now Professor David Jenkins from the University of Toronto has revealed that the high-protein diet can be improved by eating plant-based proteins. Jenkins, who is known as the father of the glycemic index, or GI, calls the diet Eco-Atkins and says that proteins can be obtained from soy, nuts and gluten.
A vegetarian diet can help you prevent heart disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes and even other conditions such as dementia. 120
teachers from New Zealand Adventist schools met at the Lake Taupo Christian camp, and they were told that they were masterpieces, and their students are too. Organisers wanted to let the teachers know how valuable they are, so they invited 2 American specialists to speak to them. Teachers were encouraged to be more explicit in sharing their personal relationship with God. The teachers participated in workshops that will equip them with new methods to help their students learn. And also from New Zealand comes the story that more than 250 Seventh-day Adventist pastors and their families attended a pastoral team summit in Rotorua, New Zealand. The pastors only get together once every 5 years from New Zealand, the Cook Islands, French Polynesia and New Caledonia. This meant that all the meetings were continuously translated into French as well. International speakers included Ben Maxon, who is the senior pastor of the Paradise Adventist Church in California, and his wife Mary, who is the associate pastor. Ranko Stefanovic came from the Adventist Church-owned Andrews University in America, where he is Professor of Religion and Biblical Language. The emphasis of the meetings was on prayer. 4 people from Stanthorpe Adventist Church, Queensland, have been meeting every Sunday to sew blankets for babies in Kenya. The Sewing Bees Club is led by Jeanette Adams. The club has been making blankets for mothers with newborn babies in Kenya as part of a mission project that Jeanette's daughter Kelly has been doing. 4 other ladies also sew blankets during the week. Their goal is to make 1,000 blankets by the end of 2008, to include in mother and baby packages. The packages will provide Kenyan mothers with basic necessities that they are unable to find or afford. The Parkside Christian Seventh-day Adventist School in New Zealand have just provided a free breakfast for the community of Napier. The breakfast was laid out on a table that ran the full length of the school hall.
To bring the community and the church on board with the school, and just to provide an opportunity to get together.
The breakfast was sponsored by the Sanitarium Health Food Company in New Zealand. And finally, in this week's record, Sanitarium's Wellness Director says that Adventists have a message of hope that can bring true health. Refugees find a home at the MacArthur Adventist College in Sydney, and uni students in Lay experience Jesus. If you have a story to share on the weekly news, please contact us. And it helps if you can let us know before the event so that we can get good images. So contact us now and let us help tell your story. That's the InFocus Adventist News for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.